Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Whether in our work life or our personal life, most people want to feel special, not just be like everyone else. Well, I had a client today, and I'll change irrelevant details to protect his or her anonymity, who runs a small architecture firm. I'll use the she. She lamented feeling ordinary. Here's a paraphrase of what she said and the essence of the exchange that followed. The client said, "I was hoping to be special, but so far I'm not. Another architect could do what I do, and my firm isn't doing that well." Me. It seems there are two options. The first is to build on your strengths and skirt your weaknesses, so, in toto, you are special and in a good way. The other option is to consider if there might be a better suited career. Client says, "Well, we should talk about both of those options, but let's start with what I might do if I stay as an architect." Well, what do you say are your main strengths and weaknesses as an architect? "Well, I'm good with details like project specs and the production work, but I'm bad at selling and the vision thing." Is it realistic to rejigger your job description to emphasize your strengths? Maybe. Do you think it's worth trying to improve your selling or the vision thing? I don't think so. Then is it realistic to hire someone to handle the selling, and when a prospect needs a bold vision, to hire someone as a consultant? Could be. Then maybe a bit of low-risk exploration would be wise. Is there anyone who comes to mind who could fill one or both of those roles with whom you could chat? I can think of two. So, do you want to, for homework, muse on, maybe even journal about the wisdom of talking with either or both of them? You might even think about a self-improvement plan, or also think about a self-improvement plan, whether it's to build on strengths, for example, getting expert on key software and or remediating a weakness or two. For example, maybe take a sales training course, or think about whether your resistance to selling is because you know you'd be bad at it, or that the firm needs to improve first. If all that leads you to conclude it's worth considering a career change, in our next session we can explore what might be wise options. How's that sound? Client said, "Very good." I say, "Really?" The client says, "Yes." Okay, so how to be special. Yes, build on strengths even if they're modest. Per that example, my clients have most often found that building on strengths, even if just slivers of strength, relative strength, is the most likely route to being special and feeling special. But there are other approaches that may work as well or better for you. Here are some examples. Excel in a micro-niche career. Of course, excelling by definition differentiates you from the average, but that's not so easy. It can be easier if you pick a narrow niche, especially one you care about. For example, a male psychotherapist who had an eating disorder, which is less common in men, might make the effort to become expert in that. An English teacher who performed in college theater plays might direct her classes and scenes from plays. She might even act in them, in costume. Even doing some of that would make her special, memorable in her students' eyes and in her own. Another way to be special is to suffuse your hobbies into your work life. For example, I know a relationship counselor who keeps a stock of the various U.S. love postage stamps and has clients choose their favorites. He chooses the mint ones so they can use them for postage. When I'd like a client to take a minute to muse on something, I sometimes ask if they would like silence or for me to play soft music on the piano in the background. Another way to be special is to build on your distinctive style. While the predictive validity of the Myers-Briggs type indicator is poor, its typology is helpful. All of us are either more thinking or more feeling-centric, extroverted or introverted, judging or perceiving, and I would add to that typology abstract or sensory. Do you stand out on one of those, maybe two of those attributes? Could you build on that to make you more special? For example, if you're more of a judger than a perceiver, do you want to make that a bigger part of your identity and behavior? For example, you might make a point of writing lots of thoughtful reviews on Amazon and Yelp. Instead of feeling sheepish about being judgmental, you might reframe that and take pride in your discernment. You might even choose a career that emphasizes judging. For example, a recruiter, product tester, or program evaluator. If you're relational, should you look for extra opportunities for relationships beyond the typical? Should you be a mentor, a tutor, a pen pal on one of those pen pal sites? Should you form a board of advisors, is a phrase I like to use. In the latter, members state their goal, and solicit the group's suggestions or support. In subsequent meetings, they issue a progress report. Another way to differentiate yourself, and this is a final example, is going the extra mile. Some people distinguish themselves by going beyond the expected. For example, a counselor who enjoys hiking might invite a group of clients to go on a hike. That's unexpected, different, and benefits clients who choose to come, and makes all the invitees feel that they have an especially caring counselor, and certainly a distinctive one. And will make the counselor feel distinctive and special. Another example, I recently bought an owl-shaped calendar on Etsy.com. When I received it, not only was it beautifully wrapped, but it included a handwritten, personalized note. Not only does that make me want to buy more from her, but I would imagine that her going the extra mile for customers contributes to her feeling special. So, now, turning to you. Think about yourself at work and in your personal life. Would you like to be more special in either? If so, do any of the things I've mentioned hold any promise for you? In any event, I do thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko. I welcome your thumbs up and accept your thumbs down. I always look forward to your comments and especially like it if you hit the share button below. Share on your social media so that my efforts can have broader impact. And I am flattered if you choose to subscribe to my channel. In any event, I do thank you for watching. I am Marty Nemko.